Today is May 16, 2023. The Lawrence Board of Zoning Appeals is called to order at this time. I need a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes from April 18, 2023.
So move.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Minutes stand
need-
as written.
We need to hear JD,
JD?
and we have to do a roll call vote because he's virtual.
Okay, go ahead. I do it, you do it.
It doesn't matter, whatever you want.
Doesn't matter.
You want me to?
Go ahead.
Okay. Because JD's virtual, we have to do roll call just so it's on record. So Trace,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
Michelle,
Aye.
Becky,
Aye.
JD.
Aye.
Thank you.
Minutes stand as written. If you've not done so, please sign in the back of the room, and anyone wishing to speak tonight, please stand and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Answer with I do. Thank you. Do we have any special requests tonight, continuance, withdrawals, or waivers? We'll hear the first case. No old business. New business is 23 LSV-03, 8457 Admiral's Landing Way, a variance of development standards of the City of Indianapolis Consolidated Zoning Subdivision Ordinance, Table 744-510-2, to allow a rear lot line fencing measuring 9 feet. 6 feet allowed. Good evening.
Good evening. So I have asked to have.
One second. Can you do your name and your
sure.
address first?
Yes,
and then start?
absolutely.
Okay.
Pamela Evans, 8457 Admiral's Landing Way, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46236.
Thank you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. I have just asked to have a variance for a lot line fence that sits at the rear of my property. My house is on a hill, and the fence, which is 6 foot, is at the bottom of the hill. And so the neighborhood that faces my backyard is a different subdivision. And the homes, I don't have any homes that actually face my yard, but I have all of the car lights that come in on the cul-de-sac at all hours of the day and night. So the 6 foot privacy fence is not quite tall enough to provide what I think is adequate privacy and enjoyment of my deck and the backyard. What I'm asking for is a 3 foot extension, same material. My homeowners association has already approved that. And my neighbor next door, he apparently got a variance request years ago. And so I'm just asking to kind of match his line and provide a little bit of privacy for my backyard.
So it's just the back, not the sides or anything
Yeah,
like that?
no, not the sides. It's just at the rear lot line. And the fence sits well within my property. It shouldn't affect any other neighbor, really. Nobody faces the fence. I think there are some pictures. Does everybody get a copy? Okay. So you can see all the car headlights.
That one picture out your back door
Yes.
was very effective. It looked like you're on the third, the freeway's going to end.
Yeah, exactly right. So this was taken during the daytime, but as you can see, we get quite a bit of traffic, and because that fence sits lower. And it's interesting because the cul-de-sac and the homes actually sit higher too. So I'm going to take a 3 foot extension. If I could do a 10 foot extension, I'd be happy. But 3 foot will do me. So
Does the board-
that's what I'm asking for.
Does the board have any other questions? Good evening, Faith.
And we did approve a 9 foot extension earlier.
He didn't have a
3 foot on
fence.
one.
Yeah, he wanted a 9 foot fence. He came and asked for it, and we did approve it. It was many moons ago.
Yeah.
Any questions? Okay. Do we have anybody here for or against the petition? Okay, we'll hear from the City of Lawrence. Dan?
Good evening. The city is in full support of this extension. We have no issue.
Okay. Does the petitioner have anything else to add?
No?
Okay. Then the board is ready to vote at this time.
We'll have to do a roll call vote, and we'll start with Trace.
Don't I need to
Yes,
say
granted.
what we're voting on?
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Okay, the board is voting on 23 LSV 03 8457 Admiral's Landing Way, variance of development standards of the City of Indianapolis Consolidated Zoning Subdivision Ordinance Table 744-510-2 to allow a rear lot line fence measuring 9 feet.
Okay. Shell is an alternate, so she will not be voting because Faith came in,
Okay.
just so you know.
Okay.
I'm not skipping her on
Okay.
purpose. I am skipping her on
I
purpose.
don't know if you noticed, is that Faith who's arrived behind you?
Yes.
Okay.
Trace,
Yes, granted.
Tom,
Yes?
JD,
Yes.
Faith,
Yes.
and Becky.
Yes.
Thank you.
Your petition has been granted.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to tell you thank you again for all
you're
your
welcome.
help. You did a marvelous job.
I'll get your approval letter over to you tomorrow, and you can
sounds
go
great.
ahead and start getting bids.
Next business is 23 LSV 04
Faith's getting a hug.
10151 Indian Lake Boulevard South, a variance of development standard of the City of Indianapolis Consolidated Zoning Subdivision, Ordinance Table 742-103-4 to allow a minimum street frontage of 39 feet, 40 is required.
Hello, my name is Jeff Van Treese, 10151 Indian Lake Boulevard South, Indianapolis 46236. Not asking for a lot, but I was told that I had to get this variance in order to put it in my front yard, which I am also told that I have 3 front yards because I have 3 road frontages on my property. So in order to put it anywhere, I have to get the variance. So, since I'm going through the process, I'm asking for 1 foot to make it better, and so I don't have to cut down a tree that I would like to keep.
Okay,
It's going to have the same siding as the house. The siding will be an exact match to the color and type of siding that's on the house now, so that won't vary at all. The only difference might be, and I have not decided whether I'm putting a metal roof or a shingle roof. But they do have a a metal roof that looks like shingles now.
really?
It's a new product that
Pretty cool looking.
that I'm looking into, so that might be the way I go. So that's the only difference between the house and the garage I want to build, so.
Okay, does the board have any questions at this time?
I do. Good evening, how are
Good
you?
evening.
So does your house face to the south? The front of your house face to the south?
What I call the front, which faces Indian Lake South,
Okay,
faces to the north.
I'm trying to get my head around the 3 front yards.
Well, I'm told since each one of them face the road, that they are a front yard.
Yes.
It's completely.
Yeah, I
But my actual front yard, according to my recollection, because of where the address is on South Drive,
right,
the house faces north.
okay. And
And
the-
that's the side I want to build the garage on.
and that garage would be in the back corner, back front. It's,
Well, whatever
You
the.
know,
It's a corner.
Yeah, yeah.
It's in a corner.
It will only encroach by 1 foot in the 40-foot right-of-way
okay,
on one corner. The other corner will be well within.
Let's clarify, it's not encroaching in the right-of-way,
Okay.
okay,
okay?
okay,
The right-of-way, there's 40 feet of right-of-way, and then you've got a setback. It is 1 foot shy of the 40-foot setback.
setback.
So it's at 39 feet setback, and not from the road, but from the property line.
So if you push it, if it's the difference in 1 foot, does that affect the,
He has to cut down this big tree that's been there.
well, does that affect the right-of-way or
Yes, sir.
any easements
No.
to the other end of the lot?
It does not.
Back side of the lot, front side of the lot, whatever that's.
And doesn't affect traffic, safety, sewer.
Well, as you can see, there's only 4 or 5 lots on the north side and 4 lots on the south side. So we're talking about it's going to affect 9 properties.
Traffic really
Anything?
comes on the backside, what I call the backside, which is Chakota, which never was
Right.
supposed to be there in the first place, but it's there, so I'm living with it. So,
I see.
And they were never built where they were supposed to be.
and the roads were not put where they were supposed to be, that's
Hey,
correct.
hey, it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Before most of us were born.
Yes, I wasn't in charge.
So does the board have any other questions? JD or Faith?
Any questions?
Okay. Is there
No,
anybody?
thank you.
Anybody here for or against the petition? Hearing none, we'll hear from the city of Lawrence.
We have no objection.
Thank you. Petitioner, would you have anything else to add? No. Okay. The board at this time will be voting on 23 LSV-04 10151 Indian Lake Boulevard South, variance of development standard of the City of Indianapolis Consolidated Zoning / Subdivision Ordinance Table 742-103-4 to allow a minimum street frontage of 39 feet, 40 is required.
I'm going to start with the virtual, just because we're having issues. JD? I'm sorry, you're garbled.
Yes.
Thank you. Faith?
Also, yes, approve.
Thank you. Trace?
Yes, approve.
Tom?
Yes, approve.
And Becky?
Yes,
Very good. Okay.
the board has unanimous.
Unanimously approved.
Thank you.
If there's no other business at this time, the Lawrence Board of Zoning Appeals is adjourned.